do not drink alcohol. I do not smoke. Yes, that's right. You heard me. I am a 23, almost 24-year-old man. I turned 24 in March, so not really almost, but whatever. Who does not drink. I have not taken a single sip of alcohol. I have not smoked a single joint or anything. I've not done a single drug that wasn't prescribed to me, or, you know, an over-the-counter drug that I took for like Advil or something like that, you know. Nothing recreational. Now you must be like, Dakosity, why? It's normal. Why don't you do that? It's fun. Come on. I just feel no need to. I know it's weird because, especially if you know my history, I work in the bar and nightclub business. I've worked in a nightclub since I was 15. The most popular one in my state. By the way, if you're in New Jersey and you're an e-girl, please hit me up. My DMs are always open. So I've worked in a nightclub pretty much my entire life. I've worked in bars my entire life. I currently work in one. What gives? Well, there are a ton of reasons, some of which more believable than others. So I'm gonna go through them, and I'll also tell you how I lived my life like this. So to start things off, one of the reasons is alcoholism runs in my family. Addiction runs in my family. My grandfather had a gambling problem, I've heard. He had an issue with alcohol, very clearly. Man had a jug of wine next to him every single day. I don't want to fall into that trap. I don't want to even risk putting myself in that position. Another reason is I just don't want to lose control. Ever. I just don't see a reason to do it. You know, people want to unwind and ease themselves. Maybe it might boost their confidence. It feels like a scapegoat to me. I'm not putting anyone down that does it, by the way. But to me personally, if I were to do it, I would feel like I'm scapegoating something, a certain feeling, like I'm trying to escape a certain feeling. And I want to experience everything. I feel like fully experiencing every emotion with full control of your brain is the best way to grow. And for the most part, I think that's worked out for me quite well. Now, I may get sad at times, I may get a little depressed, but I feel like I handle it better than most people. I'm still always smiling for the most part. I'm still pushing forward. I've had a lot of random nonsense happen to me that should break people, but I'm keep moving forward. That doesn't mean that's just because I don't drink or smoke, but I feel like the fact that I didn't use those things to scapegoat certain feelings definitely played a part in it. Again, not accusing other people of being weak or anything like that. I'm not. Please don't take it like that. I hang out with people who drink and know people who smoke and shit. I have no issues with them. I don't think they're weak. I don't look down upon them for doing that. That's their choice. They can do what they want. They're not harming anyone else. As long as they're not harming anyone else, you know? It's a for fun thing for them. They're not, this brain, this part of my weird brain isn't even crossing their mind, this thought process. And a third reason would be health. Definitely. Obviously, alcohol just really isn't good for you. I mean, it literally is poison. I hate when people get so upset when I say that. It's like you're drinking poison. You are. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Poison is just a word to describe how a thing affects your body. Plenty of things are poisons. Licking a toad is poison because you're ingesting their liquids. You're not being bitten. That would be venomous if they bit you. By the way, that's the difference between venom and poison. Venom is when you're bitten. Poison is when you ingest it. But I obviously, you know, I like my health a little bit. I try my best to stay fit. Although I have been eating a little too much candy and shit. Gotta lay off the ice cream. I'm not fat or anything. Like, I mean, you know, my abs could be better, but what can you do? I definitely should be working out more, but I'm healthier than most people, especially in the United States. Let's be frank. Granted, this country is all over the place. We either got really healthy people or just people who are killing themselves. Oh, I can't say that word. People who are just, you know, sabotaging themselves. And then we even have people who are claiming that it's perfectly fine what they're doing to themselves. Ah, yeah, it's healthy that I'm 300 pounds and can barely walk or breathe. You're just a bigot. Not putting those people down, but like at a certain point, you got to take responsibility up for with yourself. Like you clearly don't respect yourself if you've been eating that much. That doesn't happen overnight. That's constant self-abuse that leads to that. And that could be due to mental issues as well. I don't think those people are evil or anything like that. I wish the best for them. A little bit of a tangent. Let's get back on the alcohol. So how do I act in social circles and everything when I'm usually the only person who doesn't drink or smoke. It's simple. I'm just really silly. I'm sure you've noticed I am a very energetic, very happy, very funny, quirky individual. Yes, I said quirky. I fit right in with people who are drunk and stoned. In fact, most people assume that I am drunk and stoned pretty much all the time. Strangers I see at 7-Eleven or just random place or basketball courts, anywhere where there's strangers, they just assume I am stoned or drunk out of my mind. And then when I tell them that I'm not drinking or smoking, they either laugh or they don't believe me. And they don't believe me, or they're just like, yo, what? Yo, mad respect, dude. But like, you go, man. Dude, you guys got me fooled. Like, yeah, dude, I don't have to tell you. That's just my eyes. I look stoned when I'm tired. And as for like nightclubs and stuff, I enjoy going out. Usually it's just the fine girls. I'm trying to stay away from that a little bit, though. It's really not a healthy lifestyle. If you want me to get into that, I might. Working at a very popular nightclub, looking like I do, I'm not an idiot. I know I'm, attractive. I don't think I'm better than anyone for that. I'm very grateful that my parents gave me really good genetics, and it's clearly good for my advantage in those situations, especially considering I'm a socially awkward fuck, or at least was. I don't pick up on many social cues due to the fact that I, grew up kind of weird. If you saw my last vlog. Definitely didn't have a normal upbringing. I know there's no such thing as a normal upbringing, but I didn't have a father figure. I had no male to teach me how to be a male. And the parents I did have, which was my mother and my grandmother, my mom did the best job she could, but the other one is just, she doesn't know what she's doing. Zero ambition from the grand one. I think not drinking and smoking has actually given me quite an advantage when it comes to nightclubs, actually. Because I'll go in there, I'll have my full brain intact. I can think clearly. And also, since I've been doing this for so long, since I haven't used it as a scapegoat, again, not putting anyone down, that's just how I view it, at least for me personally. I don't really care what other people do. I know I'm gonna keep reiterating that, sorry. I've built up enough confidence to kind of just walk up and do random nonsense or be silly in front of random strangers. I have the confidence to pretty much do anything, all the while having my brain completely intact. So if anything new happens, I can think of a way to deal with that straightforward. Or I have an easier time picking up on girls looking at me, or what girls are saying to me, what other people are saying to me. I have an easier time reading situations because I'm not drunk and I've built up enough confidence to do these things. So in short, I'm happy that I'm a healthy human being, and you shouldn't feel bad if you drink or smoke. I couldn't really think of much to talk about, so here's me talking about me not drinking and smoking for like 8 minutes. Maybe I'll talk about hookup culture next. How about that? You want me to talk about my issue with hookup culture and how it almost destroyed me mentally and physically? Yeah. Leave a comment down below if you want to see that video. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, probably. I love you.